I was riding on my bike when I saw a girl
I was gonna do a bit where I come in and I take off my bike helmet as if I just came in from riding, but I remember I don't have a bike or a bike helmet, so I can't really do that. But for some reason, I love biking games, mountain biking, specifically that downhill type of stuff. Now, I don't ride bikes, as we've established. I barely go outside of my own house. The sun is just so bright. Yet, you give me a game where I'm just riding on my bike, going over obstacles, jumping into races, and just riding around an open world, and I'm in my happy place. Downhill Domination, Riders Republic, and Descenders have all earned serious playtime throughout my life, and I'm happy to say that while not in that same exact vein of mountain bike racing game, Wheel World hits a lot of those same happy sensors in my brain. Developed by Messhof and published by Annapurna Interactive, with an original soundtrack from Italians Do It Better, Wheel World was released on July 23, 2025 on Windows, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X and S, and available day one on Game Pass for console and PC. Game code provided by Popagenda for review. You wake up as Kat, asleep under a tree with seemingly no memory of how you got there. You're immediately drawn to a building across the field from you. Stepping into the building triggers a cutscene that introduces you to your bike and to your bike demon, Scully. Scully gives you a quick rundown of the situation. You need to reclaim the legendary bike parts stolen over the years by 4 champion racers, rebuild your bike, and save the world. And you're off with your new, to you, bike. You have a bike, you ride the bike. Can I make it any more obvious? After a quick tutorial race against the Leonardo Boys crew that teaches you the bike controls, boom, 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 explains the rep system, basically your experience points, and each of the champions that we mentioned has a minimum rep requirement to challenge them, the entire map of Tramonto opens up to you. And you are able to tackle the challenges in whatever order you'd like, as long as you have the aforementioned rep. Now, dotted all around the map are smaller races, easy, medium, or hard, and these races are where you get your rep. And each race gives you multiple ways to earn rep. Place in the top 3, that's +1 rep. Win the race, that's another +1 rep. Beat Tom's race time, which is essentially just a race's record time. Guess what? That's another +1 rep. Now, win the race and collect the floating K-A-T, spells cat, letters that are darted around the course. You better believe that's another +1 rep. That gives you the opportunity to get +4 rep for each race that is on the map. But it takes more than rep to beat the champions, and that's where bike customization comes into play. Each part on your bike can be upgraded, swapped out with parts that you gather from around the map. Some of these parts are rewards for winning the races and completing those race challenges. Some of them are purchased from vendors, and some are just collected from boxes scattered around the map. Each part has 4 attributes: power, aero, grip, and handling, and you can mix and match parts to make the type of ride that you want. Maybe you just want to focus on speed, pump everything into aero, and just go darting down hills as quickly as possible. Maybe you have problems with sharp corners. Put things over into handling, and you can take those turns a bit easier. The nice thing is that you can swap out the parts at any time in the menu, really letting you figure out what you like and allowing you to take advantage of the terrain and tracks of each race. The parts themselves can vary pretty wildly, from the ordinary, your amateur bike, your rusty bike, that's what you start off with Scully, to the silly, your hot dog bike, your horse bike, wood bike, to the fantastical, your legendary bike, your Mark 1 Gigabike, and even to the, Messhof, what the hell is this thing? Huh? It's weird. Knock it off. Anyway, you'll have plenty of opportunities to play with builds in between races by exploring the map to find a whole host of collectibles and extras. Remember that tutorial race you did against the Leonardo boys? That was only a small portion of the crew, with the rest of them littered around the world, lost, lonely, and waiting for you to guide them home. While you're looking for them, keep an eye open for lone wolf cyclists. These cyclists are just riding around the map, waiting for you to challenge them to a quick race right then and there. And don't forget to hit every ramp to find the hidden jumps, ride through all of the farmlands finding scarecrows because they are obviously evil, and visit each of the bell shrines to upgrade your boost and uncover more things on the map. Picture the towers from Assassin's Creed, but without the leap of faith. And you're pretty much there. All this to say, you have plenty of things to do and find in the world, so get to exploring. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Hey, Robert, this game seems to have everything that I love. Bikes, races.
Bike races.
But tell me, Mr. Story Mode, how difficult is it?
And to that, I would say, no, it's not bad. Pretty fair. The game doesn't feel like it was built to frustrate you with difficulty spikes, unfair NPC racers, except for the times where the NPC racers will just try to push you into the wall with all they have, and you'll get used to it, and you'll probably restart a race or two. I did that a few times. For myself, the only time that I had to dig down to win a race was against that first champion, Rooster, and that's just because I had neglected to upgrade my bike throughout my playtime, so I tried to take him on using this rusty bike that you just start out the game with. Hey, if it worked against the Leonardo boys, why wouldn't it work here? Because it's awful, and the Leonardo boys are worse, so... I know there's probably people out there that can do it. There's people that can do no-hit runs in Dark Souls. I can't even beat the first boss in Dark Souls, the one that you're supposed to die to. I die and the game just ends. That's not me. I swapped out all of the parts I had, tried the race again, and left Rooster in the dust. With that win, I received the legendary saddle, which is your seat, and the legendary handlebars, which is your handlebars, both of which raised my power, handling, and grip to the point where I was a biking god. I knocked out the rest of those champion races in reverse order, rebuilt the legendary bike of legend, and rode off into the endgame. Which, there is an end game, actually. You can, once you play the game, you'll see it. And I'll say play the game because Wheel World is just pure fun. Extremely easy to pick up, accelerate with one trigger, slow down with the other. There's a button for a boost, and you can flick the left stick for a bunny hop, which I'll be honest, I must have missed in the tutorial because I didn't know it was a thing until the very end. I recorded that like just a minute ago, I just figured it out. Boop. Boop. And you can get off your bike and walk around with the press of a simple button, which is also kind of your e-brake if it was a car game, which it's not. It's a bike game. You're on a bike, and it's not a motorcycle. It's a bicycle. So you get it. You understand. Press a button to get off. You stop as well. Now you will have to get off your bike in order to speak to any of the NPCs to start your races, which is probably my biggest pet peeve of the game. I wish I could have just ridden up to somebody, stopped, spoke to them, started a race, but hey, it's a small thing. Also, would I have wanted to be able to go in reverse with the brake trigger? Yeah, probably. Hey, if my biggest problem was occasionally getting caught up on a wall while trying to make Cat go forward into the wall to then just boop, turn like a game, I mean, I'd say that's pretty good, right? Wheel World. Play it. Have fun.